of the political parties, I would say. Not everyone.
Such as who?
I would like to name people, you know. There are people who make a mess of things rather than resolving it.
Kapil Sibal, Pranab Mukherjee.
As I said, I don't want to name
Usual
people.
suspects.
I don't want to, that's your job. I think you will do it.
No.
Journalist.
But if I do it, people will raise 50 questions. If Shri says it, people say, there must be something to it. So you are saying that politics can remain political, democracy,
Correct.
elections can remain political.
Correct.
But the anti-corruption movement should not become political.
Should not become political. So that, you know, there are people within the ruling party, in whichever state or in the central, I would say, who want to raise their voice against corruption. If it becomes political, a big section of people cannot raise their voice, though their heart is for anti-corruption movement.
Because that is the allegation now, not against you, but against Swami Ramdev and indirectly against Anna Hazare, that certain political forces are behind them. And that, if I may add, started with the presence of Sadhvi Rithamra at Swami Ramdev's stage.
You know what I would say, when a cause is common for everybody, doesn't matter what their backgrounds are. But if they are, say, coming there and using some communal agenda, it's a different issue. But if the issue, the agenda is only against corruption, I don't want to see what their backgrounds are. They can all come. Anybody can come.
But you see, when activists use language like calling government minister cheats, thugs, liars.
You know, there should not be unparliamentary words used.
Did you tell them that?
I always tell them. Tell everybody.
But they repeated it yesterday. They've repeated it 3 times in a week now.
Yeah, you know, who will listen to me and who doesn't, I know also.
But does that frustrate you?
No, it only brings more compassion to me.
So Sri, if I may push the envelope on this, since you can count me as an old acquaintance, I mean, you know millions of people, but since we go back 7 years, do you see a degree of arrogance also reflecting or beginning to show in the manner of the civil society activists? I know Shri always speaks the truth.
You know, different people have different lifestyles and their behaviors are very different. So if you are getting stuck with what that person said and how this person behaved, we'll go nowhere, you know, when the cause is the prime thing in front of you, we should ignore that.
Is this arrogance now, could it hurt the cause?
It shouldn't hurt the cause. If someone is behaving little arrogantly, and we should see beyond their arrogance, if their intention is wanting the bill to happen,
but
I'm sure it does hurt when there is arrogance and there is egotistic attitudes. But what I'm saying
that the
is,
cause should be protected.
Should be protected.
For that, calm people like you are there. But Gurudev, have you have a sharp eye, you have a radar system for these things. Have you detected arrogance?
Yeah, you can see that arrogance, and I mean, I don't expect everyone to have an ideal behavioral pattern. You know, when ego is hurt from one side, and the other will put a defense on the other side also. I don't blame them. I don't blame anybody for that matter. But what I'm saying is, in all these human emotions and interactions, if we are committed to a goal or cause, we won't flare up with small little happenings. You know?
But have you counseled them since they listen to you? Although you said you know who will listen to me and who will not. But
I do. I keep counseling people. I definitely keep counseling people.
Right. And have you also paid attention to, I mean, if you see some of these statements, one is the Lokpal bill or Swami Ramdev has black money. But now other things are coming in, model of economic development, boycott of multinational corporations, you know, suspicion of Indian private sector also.
Correct.
Then now land acquisition has come in. So this agenda is now becoming widely political, willy-nilly.
Yes, countries facing issues, many of these issues as you mentioned. You know, just sweet talk doesn't work all the time. You have to be tough sometimes too. And sometimes tough talk may appear to be of little bit of arrogance.
Right.
Or it may take a color of aggressiveness. But I would say one has to take certain tough stands at some times. It's necessary.
So that tough stand would include a fast unto death?
There could be many other ways.
That's now.
I would say I'm not one for sitting on a long fast, if you ask me personally. I would say when you have to raise your voice, that's when you have to eat well and speak loud. You know, at that time if you fast, it's not like in British time, in the ancient days, the government was very sensitive, people were very sensitive about a celebrity going on a fast. But today, it has lost that sensitivity and charm it had a few decades ago. So today I would say there should be a peaceful demonstrations.
But a fast unto death, that you do it now or I'm going to kill myself by not eating, it also smacks of blackmail.
See, a sadhu did this recently. He was in coma, right in the same hospital where Baba Ramdevji was there. He wanted illegal mining to be stopped on the Ganges bank. It was the right cause. But see, it fell on deaf ears. For 6 months he has been in coma and he passed away yesterday. It was a very pathetic thing. So I would say, whatever works, that's what we should do.
Right. And
if fasting works, we should go for it. But I would say that, when Anna was fasting, there were several Art of Living volunteers were also fasting. One of them was a diabetic patient.
Right.
And they were all enthusiastic. They want to sit and fast. I called them. I was abroad. I called that boy I said, I want you to break your fast and have your food, Now. And he did it. Otherwise, he would have lost his eyes.
Right.
3 days down the fast, 4 days down the fast. Right. I had to insist that they should do that. Life is more important.
Then
when life is there, all accessories can develop.
Because Shri, again, as I said, I'm pushing the envelope. That even when fasting method was used in freedom movement, you had Gandhi, with due apologies. Nobody is today Gandhi, and Gandhi took a long time becoming Gandhi.
No, it took long time to recognize Gandhi. Right. He was Gandhi from the day one.
No. What I mean is for the public
to recognize.
Gandhi to rise as Gandhi internationally takes a long time and takes a lot of sacrifice. So, if not the fasting, what is a good method?
Educating people. Education and persuasion, and make people understand the wider cause, the larger interest of the society. These methods have to be, endorsed. I would say corruption has 3. Yeah, I traveled 16 states in the last few months, and all I did was asking people to take a vow. 3 vows. The first one, I said, everyone take a vow that you do not bribe people. If there is no giver of bribe, nobody will take. How can someone take? It takes 2 hands to clap. So, but first of all, the civil society, people have to vow that they will not give bribe. Second, I said, all the officers should put a plank on their table. Our youths have done that in Karnataka and many other states. I don't take bribe. This sticker, we're pasting on the desk of the officers. Second thing. Third is the political will. For that, Lokpal bill is being drafted. I don't know much about the law or the bill. So I request both sides. I request the government side and civil society to sit across the table, iron out the differences, think about the larger good of the society, of the people.
But Shri, with flexibility or by saying that this is my law, take it or I'm going on fast?
I don't think, People like Anna Hazare would do that. I know Anna, he is a very amicable man. He listens, and at this age, you know, at 70-year-old.
70 is young, particularly for somebody who led such a disciplined life.
Yeah, I tell you, I don't think he's so